Hello, everybody! Today for Fairy Tales, we're going to see how I draw Tick Tock, the alligator from Peter Pan. Just so you know, there's a coloring book that you can get through Amazon. Just follow the link in my description, and you can get a coloring book to show me how you color to how I draw. Okay, pencils first, and then Sharpies. So, if you want to watch the pencil portion of the video where I sketch the entire thing out, look in the description, and you'll find a link that you can click on, and it will take you to the Sharpie portion of the video. I'll even include one for color. But for those of you that are going to stick around, there's a fly, I'm going to start off with a quick sketch for myself and get us going. That fly is driving me crazy. It's like flying right in front. It's not even a fly, it's like a gnat or something. I don't know. It's slow enough that I think I can get it. Fly, I'll never catch. Impossible, right? But that looks like something I can get, so that's why I keep going after it. I'm not crazy. I'm not crazy. Yeah, okay, so, sorry, back to the drawing. So the idea is, I mean, it's just an alligator, nothing too crazy, but we're kind of giving it a little bit of life, giving it a little bit of yeah, I guess life is the best word to say, because it's kind of animated, kind of stylized, but it's also like I'm trying to base it on reality, right? Like what a real alligator might look like. But yeah, the downside is, you know, no alligator looks like this. There's no real alligator doing this. Let me get to the rest of the sketch so I can explain what I'm talking about. So, I kind of want like I'm horrible with words. I'm so sorry. I'm horrible with words, but it's kind of necessary if I want to describe what I'm doing, right? I kind of want a... Well, you see where it's going. You saw the final picture. You see where it went. So I just kind of feel like I need to explain. That's the problem. I just kind of want a... What do you call it? A scheming, I guess that's the best word, a scheming alligator to kind of look like he's just waiting, right? Because that's kind of the idea, is that he's waiting for Hook to be dumb enough to get close to him so he can eat him, right? And that's kind of the idea. That's all it is. That's what's so hard for me to describe, is that I'm trying to just draw an alligator that is scheming. That's it. It's that simple. But I can't come up with those words. I can't bring myself to correctly say that. I don't know why. Well, no, I do know why. Because I'm not a speaker. I don't have words to adequately capture what I'm trying to say. That's the problem. But the idea is, like I said, I kind of want just that he's a little pudgy guy, just waiting. Maybe he's got a scar or something over here. Maybe some bandages. Little pudgy alligator, just waiting. And he's just kind of sitting there scheming, you know. So I'm kind of want to try to tell a story, with my drawing. That's kind of the idea. That's what I'm trying to get at. Is like, you know, I want you to be able to look at it and go, oh, I get it. That little chubby guy is just waiting, right? He's just expecting old chompers. I don't know why I just called Hook chompers, because this guy would be more chompers. He's expecting old Hook to fall into his trap, which is his mouth. That's what he wants. But that's really it. That's really all I'm going for. And I got him kind of holding his hands like this, kind of expecting, kind of like, come on, almost like rubbing his hands together. You know what I mean? Kind of that whole scheming, just crazed alligator of an idea, you know, just he's super hungry, he's super ready. Okay, I think that's good, because that's really about it. The details are going to come out in the Sharpie portion, so that's good enough for a sketch. So let me just erase some of these sketch lines real fast. Now usually what I tell you is, as I press harder, as I get more confident with my sketch, those lines are harder to erase. So when I lightly erase like this, I erase the sketch and not the confidence lines. But sometimes, like this, the sketch works out. I don't have to press too hard, so I don't have a lot of confidence lines. But basically, I'm confident with my sketch. That's what I'm trying to say. So I'm not going to erase everything, because I kind of need some of those sketch lines, because I was confident about them. So I'm ready to go. I say we welcome all the skippers and get going. Welcome, skippers. Welcome to the Sharpie portion of the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, because I do a different drawing every day. You can join along and have some fun. I'm going to be using a Sharpie fine point and a Sharpie pen. Most of the fine point, but the pen's a little finer than a fine point. You can find things that a fine point can't quite find. I've sketched the entire thing out. I've erased the majority of the sketch lines, but left myself enough to see where we're going to go. And if you want to see more fairy tales, check out that playlist right there. Or just check out the playlist in general, because I do so many drawings that I may have already drawn what you're looking for. So check it out, do a search, see if I've done what you want. If not, give me a shout and I'll see what I can do. I'm going to just jump right in with the Sharpie fine point, because it's a lot thicker, and come back and do some details with the pen. Okay, so I'm going to start drawing the shape of his head. I'm going to start with his snout. I'm just going to kind of draw like a bumpy, you know, that's the nice thing about an alligator, is we don't have to worry about smoothness, right? Just a bumpy skin, maybe an eye right there. His what do you call it? The eye socket, you know, something like this. He's gonna have another little fold out like this, coming down to the top of his head. Another fold there, another eye socket like that. Let's draw this eye. Something like that. And I would go to more detail in a second. Like I said, this is just the rough shape. Getting ready for those big old teeths. Something like that. And let's put a little detail in here. I think I'm going to do the teeth with the big Sharpie. I was going to do the small Sharpie, but I don't know. The way it is looking right now, that it might look better if I do the detail with the big Sharpie, because it's got scales all over it, and we're not going to draw all the scales. You can if you want to, but I don't want to sit here and bore you with me drawing scale after scale after scale after scale. You know, when you know how to do it, and you don't really need to see me do it. You know what I mean? Because like that. See, I could do like a whole bunch all over him, but you see that right there, right? That's good enough. That you don't want to sit there and watch me do a whole bunch. Now I'm going to do a few like this, just to kind of accent the eye, right? Like the craziness of the eye. And also kind of accent the craziness of his edges here, because this part I like, and you know, there's a lot that I can do, but I'm trying to keep this quick, keep it simple, and let you go about your day, so you're not having to watch me all day long. right? Something like that. Again, a lot of this is going to be done with color too, so I'm not too worried about the tiny detail. Now for his teeth, they're all over the place, so I'm not too worried about them. I want to do a big one like that, another big one like that, and then the rest could be little tiny ones. And they're just pretty much coming out of his lip right there, so don't worry too much about gums or any of that stuff, like where that's going. It's just going right into his head. Like normally with your mouth, you know, you get lips over gums that are attached to teeth, that kind of thing. Here, no, he's just, you know, out there. And I want him kind of, not really smiling, but kind of open-mouthed. Open mouth. Look, you know what I'm trying to say. Like this, so it's going to come back up, but I want the teeth in there too. So, right, I just want to make sure I put some in before I worry about the other side. Now, for the other side, I'm not going to draw all those because it's going to get real messy inside there. I'm just going to do this. Right, so you can see that there's teeth, something on the other side, but it's going to be colored in, it's going to be too dark, and I'm not too worried about that. So, we're just kind of implying that there's teeth over here. We'll just kind of do like that, okay? Again, color will take care of a lot of that. This is just our fun little alligator. Crocodile, right? Sorry, crocodile. And let's see, so now, sorry I had a quick edit right there. So now I'm just going to bring that jaw back in. Come in here. And here's the nice thing is, like, this is 100% made up. I don't have to worry about a tongue. I don't have to worry about the exact detail. I kind of want to do some stuff here, but again, I think I'm going to do that with color. I'm just going to kind of do a little bit of an edge, a little lip. Just a little bit of texture is really all I'm going to do, and then I'll do more with color. Like that. Now, I've got him in a weird position, just kind of hunched over, kind of excited, kind of, you know, ready for a hook, right? So I've got him with his arms kind of over he's kind of wringing his hands. That's kind of the idea, right? So there's his shoulder, into his bicep, and then his little forearm is going to be kind of like this. And I'm kind of adding a little extra scaly texture because, again, he has bumps and texture and stuff all over him. But I'm not going to do all those. I'm going to accent. But that's it, you know? And I think that's all I really need to do anyway. Like, I'm gonna do more with color. So I'm just gonna kind of come in with accents here and there, really. And let's see, I'm gonna draw a little flipper. Again, a little bit of accent. I mean, because they are like, what do you call them? Talons, like little, I mean, at this point, are they claws? Are they fingers? You know what I mean? I don't know what they are at this point. And I've got them both kind of over his, let me draw his back so you see where he's kind of hunched. Let's see, I got him all like kind of over his belly. So his other arm is his hands under here, so his other arm's kind of coming back here doing this, and it disappears back there. So you can kind of see a little bit of him, but you kind of can't because of the way I have him positioned. So see, he's kind of wringing his hands over himself, kind of getting ready. Alright. So, I also have him with kind of his belly, just kind of like he's a little fat. Like that. And we're going to put one leg like this. There's his haunches. You see what I'm saying? He's just kind of flowing like that. Same thing. Let's draw some of those talon toes. And the other one's kind of back behind his leg there. So let's go ahead and draw it, then I'll add some detail in a second. I know sometimes I'm kind of all over the place. But again, back behind his leg, so you can't really see it anyway. I mean, that's kind of the nice thing about it too, is we don't have to get perfectly 100% right with anatomy. You know, this is kind of, you know, it's how we draw, right? We get to go crazy with what we think this alligator would look like. Crocodile? Crocodile, right? I keep getting it wrong. Who knows? I'm probably wrong right now too. But again, you know, because there's so many scales and whatnot, I'm not too worried about all that stuff. Now, I did want to give him like a scar, so I'm going to kind of do something like that. Right? And then maybe a little bandage over here. Like a little X bandage, like he's seen some what do you call it? Some damage. Right? That's his little strappy bandage that he's covered himself up with here. Again, I'm gonna do that with color, but I wanted a scar, like a, you know, he's been cut and marked, and we'll do some over here too, like a little bandage scar. Or not bandage scar, but little cut marks, right? Or say he's been sliced open, and now it's formed like a scar. I mean, it looks like just a line, but now that I told a story, that's what it is, right? Okay, so for his tail, I'm curving it back, and I'm going to bandage up the back right there, too. So I'm going to bump it. Do like this, my old layered straps. Let's go ahead and draw that edge, because I want to draw like his bumps as well. His little tail, what do you call it? Straps? Or not the tail spine. The spine, that's what it is. And I'm going to do, that part is bandaged as well. And then do his tail just kind of flowing up like this. And again, do some of that spine stuff. And add some detail. That's simple. See, like I said, just gonna have a little fun with the idea. Nothing too crazy. And I do like bandaging up this, and this is why I like adding layers like that, to kind of give it that bandaged look, you know. Just kind of show a different wrapping. You know, it doesn't have to be perfectly wrapped one after the other. And that'll kind of also show like the layered bump that we did there, like that. See? So we still bandaged the spine thing that he has right here. This little alligator, crocodile spine. And there you go. So there you go. I say, very shifted over, sorry, but I say we take care of the rest with color. So that is Tick Tock from Peter Pan. So here's how I colored it. Tell me what you think in the comments below, or show me what you did in our Discord group. Just have fun and make it your own, because remember, this is how I draw. You draw how you draw, and we'll meet somewhere in between. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more adventures with How I Draw. Plus, don't forget to hit that notification button for new videos.